What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. We're on episode 2 now of the Sir Alex Ferguson challenge, where we are trying to take Aberdeen to European glory and win the Champions League. If you saw yesterday's video, we didn't end particularly great with a couple of 4-0 losses, which is certainly not great for the confidence and leaving us in a difficult spot to overturn that 4-0 deficit against Shakhtar in the second leg. And that's where we're going to start today. So straight into it, we have the second leg against Shakhtar. Pretty poor result in the first leg. Alisson absolutely destroyed us. So let's see if we can do any better today. As we start 5 minutes in with Shakhtar on the attack. Fortunately, nothing coming from it though. Both Alisson and Overturn both playing again, who absolutely destroyed us in the first game. Alisson with 4 goals. Overturn was skipping past people for fun. Let's see if we can start any better though. As Milanovic whips it into the far post to Cullen. Heads it over. No real threat there. At home this time. Let's see if hopefully the home advantage can give us a better result, a better performance. That's more than anything. After 2 4-0 losses, it's looking pretty bleak. As Bratovic watches the ball go over. Still having a lot of attempts early on. Every highlight so far has pretty much been although maybe I speak too soon. Cullen with a good tackle, although it ends up going straight back to Shakhtar. Let's see if we can win it back. Marlon Gomez pulls it back into the box, and Alisson makes it 5 goals in 2 appearances against us. See the ref running back though. We're gonna is he gonna roll it out for us? No, unfortunately not. And what a highlight that is of the stadium roof. Right. Oh no, we've given it away straight away again. Although Giampi's won it back, thankfully. Bratfitt plays it back out to Giampi. Plays it forward to Keskinen. He plays a lovely ball over the top to Bilalovic. Surely you go for the square. Never mind, didn't need to. And we are back in the game. 1-1, 32 minutes in. There's a chance, is there? We couldn't, could we? See if we can do anything with this attack. See if we can pull another goal back. Put us in front for the tie. Keskinen skips down the line. Pulls it back to Giampi. Little 1-2. Keskinen pulls it across, but it's cleared. It's gone back in, and I'm not exactly sure how that's ended up in the back of the net, and I'm not entirely sure how Cullen's got the ball, because it looked like an own goal to me. And unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see anything with this replay. Makes me laugh, actually. Keskinen seems to be a pretty decent player, but you look at his stats and it's just all physical, and that's about it. Like, I think he's got a couple of high stats in like pace and agility, and the rest are pretty solid in the physicals, and then the rest of his stats are very, very poor. Well, not, I wouldn't say poor, but definitely nothing spectacular. Certainly not seeing anything like Newerton's stats anyway. Right, half time, 2-1. An improvement on the first leg. We've scored 2 goals. I think, well, the first leg, obviously, we got beat 4-0. So we need another 3 to overturn the deficit. Thought we had a chance there with Bilalovic squaring that. Might still have a chance, though. Keskinen. Inside to Cameron. Back out wide to Jamfi, who whips it in. Bilalovic doesn't get anywhere near it. But it's come just as far as Devlin. Pulls it across, and Milanovic is there to tap it in at the near post. 3-1 in the 48th minute. Surely not, right? There's a chance. There's still a chance. Only 2 goals away now. It's a shame we had to concede that first one, else we'd be right in the tie right now. Yamphy receives it on the left, rolls forward. A big switch to Devlin. Side to Milanovic, he plays it beyond to Milanovic. All the itches. And we've scored again. Liam Cullen has made it 4-1. We only need 1 goal. 32 minutes to get 1 goal and put us level in the tie. I'll be honest, I did not see this coming at all. Let's make a couple of substitutions. It's actually making me think of I just put Aston Villa if you didn't know. And obviously the Champions League last year against PSG, we pulled it back to within a goal, and then we made substitutions and everything kind of fizzled out after that. However, well, fizzled out. Matson nearly scored if it wasn't cleared off the line, but hopefully we don't do the same with our substitutions here. Hopefully we can still go and get another goal. I mean, to be winning 4-1 after getting beat 4-0 in the first leg against a good side, I'm very surprised, but we'll certainly take it. Everybody pretty much having a good game. Give them a little encourage, try and get that 5th one. More players sub out because of their conditions, looking a bit tired. I always find it funny as well with when it comes to like the team talks and stuff in a 2-leg tie, it's never, the team talks never just looked at as if it's like a singular game. It's like I could win this now 4-1, which I can't believe that 30 minutes has just absolutely flown by. And yeah, like I can't even really say like, oh, congratulations on the win. And then unfortunately we didn't win we didn't go through. It's always like I'm disappointed we should have won the tie, but we've just beat a very good team 4-1. Unfortunately though, it wasn't enough to take us through, which is a real shame because we're going to miss out on. I'm not actually sure what the difference is between the Conference League money and the Europa League money, but obviously the Champions League money is where you want. But it would have certainly been would have been more money, which would have allowed obviously for a more of a transfer budget for next season, which is definitely required after how little money we started with. Right, anyway, as you can see, we are about to confirm the signing of Franco Herrera, 21-year-old goalkeeper. Good determination, some pretty solid stats. Nothing spectacular, but 21 on a free transfer. Looks pretty good. Looks a pretty good piece of business. What have we got? The board with a B minus, probably because it was a free transfer. It's hard to be annoyed, I guess. And the fans are happy, signing such a good player, so that's always a positive. And as you can see, a bit weird how there's such a difference in range, but I mean, potentially 650k profit could be pretty useful. And his current ability is on a par with our best goalkeeper, Bratvit. He's obviously on a lot less money. But certainly for me, I think it's a good bit of business. Even if he doesn't turn out to be our best goalkeeper and he's not as good as Bratvit, it's still a free signing that we can potentially make some money on. It's a good backup. We can sell obviously our other goalkeeper, Mitov, who I think we've had a couple of offers for. So I think it's a good bit of business all round. I think we can try and sell Bratvit as well, but nobody currently interested according to his agent. Quickly adjust this now that we've had a bit of, well, try and send everything through to the transfer budget. Or into the wage budget. See how much we've got. £800 a week is certainly not enough. Although obviously we can go over it slightly. I'm not sure. Ivica Rigi would certainly be a great option though. Surely he can still do a job at 30 years old. We'll have quickly speak to his agent. I'd usually offer him a trial. Yeah, I could get him in on a trial and see all of his stats, get a better look at him. But it's probably worth, yeah, speaking to his agent because he is not interested. No point getting him in for a trial if he doesn't want to come to us in the first place. Icarito's still playing. I thought he'd retired by now. 37 years old. Great finishing stats, but going to be probably going to be too old for us. I'll look if there's anybody else. Anybody else that'd be any of use to us? Mauricio Isla. Didn't he play for like Udinese or something back in the day? Or even Juventus? I remember him from FIFA being like another Chilean player in the Italian league. Brandon Williams is an interesting one. Started off his career so well coming into the Man United first team, and then seen a couple of like interviews with him and stuff, and he's like totally sort of fallen away from football, hasn't he? But he could certainly do a job for us. Although the maximum wages I can offer being less than £7,000 a week is not ideal, but hopefully that's enough to get it through. Right, we're right back into our next game against Falkirk. Nothing else happened after offering. What a start that is! Yeah, nothing else happened after offering the contract to Brandon Williams. Hopefully, that's something that we can get confirmed pretty soon. As we start this game off wonderfully, you'd think after a big win against Shakhtar, surely not. Good chance there. Good play from Haaran. Unfortunately, can't find anyone in the middle. But yeah, after a good win against Shakhtar, a good side, you'd think, no disrespect, but a team like Falkirk wouldn't be, or would be able to beat them. I mean, obviously, there's still a lot of time left in the game, but going 1-0 down so early on is not a great start. As they go close again from a corner. But about 13 minutes in, we've had one shot, nothing on target compared to their 8 and 5 on target. Give the players a little courage. Hopefully, they'll give them a kick up the backside, kick them into gear, because they have certainly not started this game yet. Jensen picks it up on the left-hand side and loses it. Falkirk on the counter-attack, but only goes as far as Noster. Inside to Cameron, he plays it forward to Hyoran. Cameron over the top to Keskinen. Can he find anyone in the middle? He can, and Cullen makes it 1-1. Text at the bottom saying he might have been offside. I didn't think it was. What do I know? Goal disallowed. Great. This stadium pack causing chaos for me. Unable to see anything on the replays, which is certainly not ideal. And it looks like my encourage has done absolutely nothing. I'm going to assume Milner's got it on the right hand side, plays it forward to Ayrton Moises to the back post, but it's cleared. Only as far as Jensen though, he pulls it back to Cameron. Cameron plays it square to Armstrong, who kicks it against Williams, and that will be half time. 1-0 down. Only 3 shots, nothing on target. Not a good first half. Let's see if we can do anything else. Anything, I was going to say if we can do anything more. We can, I mean, having a shot on target would be doing more than what we've actually just done in that first half. And it starts with another chance for Falkirk as they whip it in from the corner. Cleared easily. Forrest Tate goes back out wide to Williams. Crosses it in. Cleared again from Noster. Adams pulls it across. Graham's shot blocked at the near post. Nothing going to come from that corner though, is it? Oh no, is this the same corner? I can't even tell. Williams crosses it in. Nothing's going to come from that corner, I said. Wonderful. Right, Keskinen's having a stinker. Noster's actually playing not too bad. We'll put Geiger on. Moises is having a stinker, so we'll take him off for Milanovic. Cullen, although he had that goal ruled out, he's not having a great game, so we'll bring Lazetic on. And he's still waiting on that signing of Brandon Williams. We'll bring a 33-year-old Shinny on, though. At left back, see if he can do any better. 2-0 down. I mean, it can't do any worse, right? Williams attacks again. Benso with a long ball over the top. Not sure who that was at the back, playing everybody on side, but it comes across and they hit the post. Somebody not knowing how to play an offside trap there, nearly costing us a goal. Fortunately, we survived, though. It's only 2-0. We've still not had a shot on target. Still only the 3 shots. This is an abysmal performance after such an exciting and good performance against Shakhtar. Looking like we'd turned a corner. Oh, we've done a U-turn more than anything in this game. We're making subs of centre-backs at this point. You know it's pretty desperate. No more subs. Wonderful. Not that they'll be able to make a difference, I don't think. Only 15 minutes left. We've still not had a shot on target. I think everybody's still in bed. So we've finally, I just saw that just before the highlight, we've finally had our first shot on target. And I wonder if that was the goal. Got 11 minutes left. Try and get an equaliser at least. Come on, boys, surely. We're having all the shots now, although 17 shots for Falkirk. We're playing 4 at the pack with 2 DMs. How are we allowing a team like Falkirk, while we're at home, how are we allowing them 17 shots against us? Absolutely wild. That is a right funky formation from them. It looks like a sword. But that is it. 11 minutes to get an equaliser wasn't enough, unfortunately. Looks like we have confirmed the signing though of Brandon Williams. Hopefully that'll be a bit more quality at left back for us. I think it should be a good signing. I would have thought it'd be more than good enough for this league. Unfortunately, I added that clause into Cullen's contract to get him here. Going to match the highest earner. Hopefully that doesn't come to bite us further down the line. It'll only be a couple of £100, I would imagine, at the moment. I'll quickly have a look at the at our staff. We want to obviously make sure the staff that we've got know what they're talking about. And although I've obviously looked at the scouts, not actually looked at the assistant manager, and his judging ability and potential only being competent isn't particularly ideal. And as he's the one who's giving you those star reports when you look at this, like the judging player ability. Or sorry, when you see the player ability in the squad screen, I'm pretty sure it's the assistant manager who does that. This guy looks like he could be certainly be an improvement, but he wants to be a director of football. See if we can get him in. See if we can get him in as an assistant. Not happy with our first offer. Let's up that money a bit more. Oh, he's happy with that. Perfect. Only good in judging player ability and good in judging player potential, but it's certainly an upgrade on what we currently have. So let's see if we can do any better in this game. We have Livingston in the league now. Well, make a few changes. No, it's not holding. Sorry, fullback. Let's change these to just fullbacks out of possession. Try and maybe simplify this a little bit more for the fullbacks, and we'll change one of those DMs to a DLP. So they could potentially offer us a bit more going forward. Seeing as besides that game against Shakhtar, we seem to be struggling to actually score goals. I'm not sure what the numbers are for each player so far, but I feel like every game's just been like 1 or 2 goals maybe. That if we've won it, we've maybe only scored once or twice. Got this loyal Cameron on loan from Rangers. Unfortunately, can't play in that DM slot. Up a few players around though after that pathetic performance against Falkirk. Yeah, this is what I was saying about Keskinen. He's got great physicals, and then the only good stat he's really got in technicals is dribbling. But he seems to be doing okay so far anyway, with a couple of assists and 4 starts. The only I see 3 goals there for Cullen. I'm not seeing any numbers anywhere else apart from on the bench. Milanovic has not started too bad. 4 games, 4 starts, 2 off the bench, 1 goal, 3 assists is pretty good going. And we'll give Brandon Williams the number 19 shirt. Keep the number 6 one for maybe like a defensive midfielder or something. Right, let's see if this game is any improvement on the last one. We had the first shot in the game, so that's a good start. Armstrong whips the corner in. Cleared easily, but he's gone straight back to him and he's going to whip it in on his left foot and he's going to find Aremu at the back post to make it 1-0. Perfect start. Total opposite start of the game against Falkirk with us scoring inside 3 minutes. I think we conceded after 3 minutes in the last match. So, yeah, certainly an improvement. See if the changes that we've made to the squad help us out as we go straight back in with another Armstrong corner. Played by the first man again. Cullen has a shot from distance. Goalkeeper scrambling across to keep that one out. All the highlights here is corners. Armstrong with another one. Noster's header at the near post. Just tipped it, or just over, rather. 8 shots, 4 on target. This is a total turnaround from the last game. Falkirk with just the 1 shot and nothing on target. Not Falkirk, sorry, Livingston. I'm thinking we're playing like Falkirk after how they dominated us in the last game. As we go close again, all the corners so far. Is that 4 corners in 24 minutes? And we've gone pretty close off all of them. We've had 9 corners. 9 corners in 29 minutes is pretty wild. 70% possession, though. 11 shots, 5 on target. It's us doing all the attacking. And looking at the player ratings, the only people that seem to be letting us down is maybe the wingers. Our 2 new free transfer signings in Ayrton Moises and Hoyran. We're going to go in at half time, 1-0 up. Certainly an improvement on the last game, but I think after our dominance in that first half, you'd certainly have liked to have thought we'd be more than 1 goal up. As we can't see anything there with that shed roof block in the way. But yeah, we're absolutely peppering Livingston here. 14 shots, 7 on target. The XG only being a 1.13 though is certainly suggesting we're not creating the best chances. Maybe make a couple of subs to see if Keskinen can do anything. As Hoyran and Ayrton Moises don't seem to be having a great game, so we'll bring on Keskinen and Milanovic. And we'll bring on Armstrong, but we'll put him back in DM. Don't have many great DM options at the moment, so fortunately he can play all of those positions. I actually didn't realise he'd gone to Aberdeen at all. I didn't realise his age as well. I think he's like 33 or something, but every time I've saw him play for Southampton, I always thought he was a decent player. As Livingston go close, surely we don't mess this one up, right? 20 shots to their 5. We're not about to get FM'd, are we? Still haven't managed to score our second goal. We'll take Cullen off Lazatic, see if he can maybe he can get the second for us. We're now on 24 shots, 9 on target. Still haven't managed a 2xG. 14 corners now. But it looks like this one's probably going to fizzle out at 1-0. Unless the 5 minutes added time tells us something different. Surely we don't throw it away this late. Surely not, right? Wilson plays it in. It looked like he's playing it inside, but the switch gone all the way across to Emerson, who goes for a very audacious effort, and puts it over the bar. I think that should just about be it. Only 20 seconds left or so. Herrera doing his best to time waste and giving it away. Oh my god! Tell you what, I would have released him on a free if we'd have conceded from that. It's just nearly cost us the game with an absolute stinking pass. Not sure why he's trying to play it out from the back with 15 seconds left in the game, but anyway, Pochettino set to sign. We've got a new assistant manager coming in, so at least we'll have a better idea of our players' ability and potential ability in the squad. Anything else to look at here? We send him on an intensive language course. Absolutely stinking training performances again. So we've got St Mirren up next in the League Cup. Right, I didn't think it'd be worth showing this game. Only a League Cup fixture against St Mirren, and as you can see, we've been beaten anyway. Knocked out by St Mirren 2-1. Not a great performance. Been outshot again. We did only have the one clear-cut chances, but they've still managed to score the 2 goals. So not a great performance again. Lazatic with a goal and Ayrton Moses with the assist. So at least that's something. And again, I'm not going to bother showing you this game, but we've managed to win 3-1, which is certainly an improvement on the game in the cup game against St Mirren. 3-1. Goals from Haran Lazatic and Milanovic. Assists from two from Eton Moses and one from Brandon Williams. So what's that? Three assists, or yeah, 3 assists from new players that we brought in. A goal from a new player that we brought in. I think Milanovic has actually just signed for them, or would have just signed for them IRL at the start of the season. But yeah, certainly a much better performance. Right, superior finishing. Good to see for once. Ayrton Moses there. That's just putting him up one of those clauses, just at 7k. We give him a little praise after that good performance. To see somebody having a good performance after the last few games. I've not seen a good one since that Shakhtar game. Have a little look at the league table, shall we? See how we're getting on. So after 6 games, we're on 9 points. So we've won 3, and obviously lost the other 3. It's not the greatest start. It looks like Rangers haven't had a particularly good start either. Dundee are flying at the moment. And have a look in our squad, see where our goals are coming from. And as you can see, it is Cullen with 3 goals and Belalovic with 3 goals. And Lazatic, Armstrong and Milanovic with 2 each. He's not looking too bad. I was just hoping Cullen would have hit the ground running a bit better than that, but I guess that's where we are. Takeover rumours persist. Now that would be a stroke of luck if get a tycoon takeover. This Moffa King. He looks alright. Good acceleration. Good physicals. I've got some okay stats. Maybe something to think about. I don't think we've got the money at the moment anyway, but Raskin Player of the Month. Role Manager of the Month. Squad dynamics are not looking great. That team cohesion is not looking particularly great. In fact, it's looking very poor according to this. Club atmosphere is not too bad. Nobody unhappy. It must just be with all the new signings and whatnot. They're just not used to playing with each other yet. So right, next up we have Charleroi in the Conference League. I think this is a playoff, I believe. So hopefully we can do better than we did against Shakhtar and actually go through. Great view of the stand to start us off. Doesn't make me laugh how you always get the highlights of the kickoff, and then absolutely nothing comes of it. That should do better for us broadcast. Right, Charleroi start the highlights as Kirstens pulls it back to Noel. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that one, but he's had a shot from distance, and it's comfortably over the bar for Herrera. First 10 minutes looking fairly even so far. Could do with probably getting we could do with getting a win here and taking a good lead away to Charleroi. And right as I say that, them having all the attacks. But we don't want a repeat of the Shakhtar game where we end up getting knocked out by a goal or so. I feel like this is definitely Definitely a team more around our ability. Shakhtar are they've always got some good young Brazilians coming through and whatnot. So let's see if our Brazilian can do anything. As Haran skips past it and tries to go over that far post, but bends it wide. Fans absolutely loving it though. 0 shots on target will give them a little encourage. And encourage them straight into an attack for Chololoy. Goro pulls it across. It's cleared as far as Usu. Usu? Some right funky names here. Van der Kerkhoff absolutely skips past our fullback. And I can't even call him. I'll call him Yasin. Because I'm not going to shorten his last name. Let's just say that. Yasin puts it home anyway. Yasin strokes it home. See if we can hit them straight back, shall we? Nope. Love that. Show me a highlight of the referee blowing the whistle for half time. Wonderful. Well, we're going at half time, 1-0 down. Definitely definitely not a great for us. Armstrong plays it over the top, only as far as Phil Verbuman. Great name for the goalkeeper. Morrison picks it up with his bright orange hair. Devlin plays it forward to Armstrong, plays it back to Devlin. Great ball behind the defence to Moises. Puts back onto his left foot, scoops it round the corner, going all the way to Aremu. And it's 1-1. Brilliant bit of play there from Moises. Little FIFA style ball roll scoop turn there onto his left foot and a little layoff to Aremu, who places it into the far corner to level the game up straight after half time. Perfect response. I'd like to think that was all due to my team talk. As I've just noticed, Herrera has picked up a knock, which is not great. Curse of the new signing by the look of it. Boffin is gonna run round everyone, pull it back, and it's gonna go all the way through. That is poor from Herrera. Maybe that knock's affecting him as Van der Kerkhoff. I mean, it looked like a pretty simple save to me, but not going to be able to see again from that replay. Yep. Hopefully we can hit them right back with Armstrong corner. Surely he can beat the first man this time. He can, and he's going to put it straight on Lazaric's head. And he's going to make it 2-2. Make some subs. See if we can try and push for the win now. Bring Milanovic on for Hoyoran. Only really Armstrong. He's not looking great. And Lazatic, but obviously one's just scored and the other's just assisted. So their average rating's going to shoot up now. Gets us right back into the game. 2-2. As Boffin goes down the left and pulls it back to Thill. Whips it in. Deflected cross is cleared by Morrison and Lazatic. See if we can make anything happen here. Etten Moises plays it inside to Armstrong. Armstrong back out wide to Milne. Plays it further forward to Moises for the square. Didn't go over the square. Went for the selfish option and puts it into the side netting. He squares that there. Somebody's got a completely open goal. Pretty poor from him, to be fair. Good bit of play all round, though. If Milne can do anything with this. Nope, she's going to go backwards. As Moses gives it away again. Milne goes for the slide tackle intervention. Completely misses the ball. As Schneider? That was a cross goal. Not going to cause us an issue though. Oh, take the goalkeeper off. Probably should have done this a while ago. Maybe we wouldn't have conceded that second goal if I'd have took him off earlier. Seven minutes left. Can we potentially get a winner? Looking like that's going to be a no. 94 minutes in, 6 minutes of added time. 6 minutes of added time and absolutely nothing's happened in it. So we are going to finish up 2-2 at home against Charleroi. Now, hopefully, well, we're going to have to do it. We're going to have to do it in the second leg. So let's see how that goes. Injury worry for Herrera. He'd said he had a knock. Had torn wrist ligaments and they classed that as a knock. What are we doing? I wonder if flopped at that second goal. His wrist was like Harry Potter's. What are we doing? Right, guys, that is going to be all for episode number 2. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. And I'll catch you again in the next one where hopefully we can get a win against Charleroi and progress in the Conference League. I'll catch you then.